Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. On a Saturday morning, what? What in the what? Yeah. Wanted to do this late last night. Of course, you've heard that a million times. But I didn't want to let this go because it still is really big news. But it's happened so much within the last few months. It almost feels like more cuts, right? There's something going on. It's crazy. It feels like WWE is really changing. Obviously, this whole past year changed everyone. You know, all the companies got screwed with the pandemic. Each company handled the pandemic differently as far as, keeping stuff going, bringing in an audience here and there. AEW went literally all in with fans recently again. WWE put out a schedule again. What's up, guys? I'm just noticing the chat. What's up, Adrian? What's up, Aaron Jack? How you doing? Good to see you here. So yesterday we got another round of cuts, but this one oddly feels different. And I'll get into that in a bit. And I'll kind of go through the list and talk about each one like I usually do. It's a usual thing now. That's so weird. Well, look, that's the industry. Every company does it. They want to get fresh faces in there. Hakeem, Mark, what's up? Yeah, I guess 205 Live is kaput. Well, they have put in some recent newer faces in, like the guy with the orange hair who's very I'll just say Jeff Hardy-esque ish. He's from the Indies. He's probably one of the best guys that they've featured recently. He's been on a winning streak. I cannot think of the guy's name. No, not Blake Christian. Something Zane, Mark Zane something. I don't know. I forget. But anyways, Joey Z, what's shaking? So it feels okay. So it feels weird. I'll say this before I forget to say it. It feels weird because I actually went to the WWE page to get like the press release where they list all the names and we wish everyone well on their future endeavors. If you go to WWE.com, there is none of that. So I don't know if that's going up later today. Alex Zane. Thank you, Hakeem. I don't know if with Nick Khan really changing things around. Notice I said Nick, not Tony. We're talking about WWE. A different Khan. Something feels different about this. There's no future endeavor message. It was just put out there from PW Insider. Is some of the other, I'll say shit sheets, you know who I'm talking about, put out stuff like, oh, guess what? There's another round of cuts coming. Watch for it. That is the shittiest thing to do. Like, oh, by the way, a whole other round of people is about to lose their jobs. I mean, is that necessary? Is that where we're at now? It's not covering news. Like, I do pride myself in just covering real news. It's about being the first to put out something negative and just put shit out there. That's what it's come to. That's when you know individuals like, you know who I'm talking about, have reached their lowest of lows, is to be the first to put stuff out there, not just genuine news. So, so thanks everyone for being here. I noticed the chat's really starting to light up. Thank you everyone for hopping in here on a Saturday morning. Yeah, make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, folks. We are less than 10 away from 1K. Let's make it happen, folks. Spread it around. If you're digging the content, share it on your socials. It's all appreciated. Much love. Thank you so much. There are plenty of ways. I'm seeing someone in the chat saying something about donating. If you wish to help the cause, all the links are in the description of the video. There is buymeacoffee.com. You can, it's like a tip system. It's like Patreon, but it's different because I don't have any, special, like really tier specials with special content. It's more of a tip system. 100% of it comes to J-Bone myself. There's also a link for the merchandise in the description. Get yourself some new merch. The new design just went up a few days ago when I had my 15% off sale. There'll be more sales coming. That's one thing I love about Spreadshirt, Spreadshirt.com, is they let guys like me put out several sales a month to help, 15% off. Ones coming up are going to be more 20% off, more like free shipping. I know that's one that's coming up. I've seen all the different ones. So that is one thing I'm excited to offer you guys through Spreadshirt. So yeah, go check out the merch link. Go check out the new design I just dropped with the skull. It looks pretty badass. I'm happy with it. If you're watching on Twitch, you can share bits, you can sub, you can give subs, you can do all that stuff to help the brand along. If you're listening on audio, thank you. Excuse me. Mark says this feels like a sell-off. Well, I think there's a lot of different things happening here. Obviously, they're getting ready to go back out on the road. They are, because the industry has changed. They're not signing these multi-million-dollar contracts anymore, and they're cutting those that probably changed their contracts within the last couple of years. They're cleaning house. I think NBC is eventually going to buy the company? Yes, I do believe that's eventually going to happen. How soon? I don't know. But Vince is not getting any younger. He is not. So, and I don't think he's going to give it to his kids. It should go to his kids, but I don't think it's going to go to his kids. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Because I honestly, in my professional podcasting opinion, this is speculation. I'm not trying to throw out fake news, but this, I see all these things happening, and to me, it feels like more and more this isn't even Vince. It feels like the people around Vince are influencing him, and they're like, look, you sit back, we'll take care of this, we'll clean house, you just run your show. That's what it feels like. Nick Khan is just going through this. Who's this guy? Do we know this guy? Nah, fuck him. He's out of here. That's what it feels like. So, but that's just me. That's what it feels like. Let me know what it feels like to you. All right, so let's go through this list now, and I'll be honest. This is not me being shitty. I'm just being honest. It's not meant to sound shitty, but a few of these guys I legit do not know. Well, I know who all these people are, but I've not seen their work just because I've been very out of touch with the WWE content for the last couple months, few months, whatever. And well, especially some of the newer ones on NXT that they've been featuring. But let's go through this list. Well, the first one that came was the writer. Let me click on this real quick. And I'm getting all this from ringsidenews.com just so I can give a source. Kenice Mobley admitted in now, strangely enough, I did hear it reported that she was not fired for saying the things she did on this podcast. But this is funny. This is, why would you even admit this? Why would you admit it? Okay, I'll compare it to this. J-Bone gets hired by the Milwaukee Bucks to play basketball. Okay? J-Bone gets hired by the Milwaukee Bucks to play basketball. Why would they hire J-Bone to play basketball? He is not physically able to go play basketball. Exactly. Why would you hire someone to write for a professional wrestling show? Oh, wait, it's not really even a professional wrestling show anymore. Dunk on him. One dunk and I'd be done because I wouldn't even land on my feet. I'd land on my freaking head. Why would you hire someone that has zero knowledge of professional wrestling? And that's the thing. They're hiring people from New York. They're hiring people from Hollywood. They just hired someone from MTV to do something. Dear God. MTV sucks. And it's not even MTV. Jiminy Christmas. So, yeah, she admitted on a podcast that she has absolutely zero knowledge, but that's apparently not the reason they let her go. Apparently there was some heat on her, apparently, for other reasons. So I don't know if that's ever going to come out or what, but that certainly did not help her. That was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. So yeah. All right. So that was the first one that we started hearing about within the last day or so. Nick Khan leading the charge on more releases. Okay, so here's the list. Tony Nese, 205 Live. Arya Davari, 205 Live. Everrise, the tag team of Everrise from NXT. Fandango, released from his contract. August Gray, NXT, I think. Tyler Breeze, released. Let's see here. The Singh Brothers, 205 Live. Scrolling. Only one woman wrestler from the looks of it. Marina Shafir released. That is, for those of you who don't know, she was the one tied in with Shayna Baszler with that whole group. You know, part of the four horsewomen they were supposed to do an angle and it never came to fruition. It's also Roderick Strong's wife, I think I heard. That I'm not positive, but I think that's what I heard. Killian Dane. Now, for some reason, don't ask me why, but the last time I saw him, he was wrestling on 205 Live. I'm not knocking his size or weight, but Jiminy Christmas, that guy is not 205. He can't be. Kurt Stallion, 205 Live. Arturo Ruas. Last time I saw him, he was in the Raw Underground, and that's been a long time. And I believe that is the list. And like I said, this all feels weird. Weird because if you go to we.com, now I'm just going to double check just in case I went live and they're like, oh shit, we never put anything up. I'm scrolling here. Say, okay, so you look in the news, and this should be front page news if it's within the last 24 hours. There's top 10 NXT moments from this week. 50 greatest tag teams is streaming on Peacock. Money in the Bank news updates as far as the ladies. And WWE returns to UK live this September. That's actually really huge news. But then more WWE news. So then you click on it and you're scrolling and there's SmackDown stuff and there's scrolling and there's SmackDown stuff. And what's this? SmackDown results, all the individual stuff from SmackDown, NXT UK. Peacock is now available on Amazon Fire TV and Fire tablets. Raw stuff. Jackson Riker and Elias in a strap match. Clearly, they've been watching all our NXT, or not NXT, Jiminy Christmas, NWA TNA, because of all the strap matches going on there. But there is zero. Now we're going back to 3 days ago. There is zero on the releases. Did these releases even happen? Apparently, in the eyes of WWE, they didn't even happen. Global Wars is here. I'm catching up on the chat now. What is up, guys? Killed Steel. What is up? The Beast from Belfast. Yes. Wait, he is one of the last people from Sanity. And what's interesting is, hey, Big Damo, yeah. His wife, Nikki Cross, just got a brand new gimmick. She has got the superhero gimmick now. And I can almost guarantee you, if she wouldn't have come up with that, yeah, she's the last one. Critical Sting from Sanity. I can guarantee you, if she didn't come up with that, or someone help her come up with that, or whatever, she'd be gone too. Because she's different. She's not that typical. She's not Eva Marie. Okay? And that's not knocking her. She is just not the typical WWE diva-esque women's wrestler. So she is a tremendous wrestler, though. She is great. So good. I became a fan of hers. Oh, shoot. I think it was just before she got signed. I started seeing some buzz about her. So, but anyways, back to the cuts. Thanks everyone for joining. Got a nice little audience here. Make sure you smash that like button and smash that sub button too if you're not sub. Trying to get the 1K, folks. It'll really help the podcast. This is the year. It's got to happen. 8 years and running, folks. 8 years and running. Let's make it happen. The biggest names from this list, as far as veterans on the roster, obviously, Breezango, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze. What did I hear? Fandango's been with the company. Hang on. Let me see if it says in the article here. It's a big number. Obviously, he started out as Curtis. God, he's been around so long as Fandango. I forgot it. Johnny Curtis. There it is. To see when he started here. 14 years. Excuse me. 14 years. Is that crazy? Now, unfortunately, so much of that was spent in development. And Tyler Breeze was in the company too for a long time. Believe it or not, he was actually, when he was down, okay, so this is before the inception of NXT, when Dusty, God bless Dusty, oh, Fashion Files. I swear they could show up anywhere and do that now and absolutely still have a hit. When Dusty Rhodes was running Florida Championship Wrestling before it came NXT, the brand that we know now, the good brand. I'm not talking about the shit show that was the on-screen competition show where they were just doing tricks. Is it 14? Tyler Breeze, was it 14 years too? Oh my God. Is that what you're saying, Mark? He was actually, now this wasn't by a long run by any stretch. I think it was a week actually. On one of the Florida Championship Wrestling shows, Dalton, something, Andy Dalton. I'm trying to remember his Florida Championship name. He became their champion, and I forget who he beat, but I remember seeing the video, and that was way back when I started paying attention to it. It was back when I started realizing that guys like, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins were wrestling, and I started seeing the videos pop up, and I started actually looking for people to upload because obviously it was not on TV around here. Up in the Midwest, just outside Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Look, and damn, there's so many free agents now. You could start another company with them. Seriously. I could see a few of these going. Like I said, some of these, God bless them, I just don't know them. Like August Gray, I heard he came from He came from Evolve, I believe, and so did Kurt Stallion, from what I remember. Now, Kurt, and I always got these guys confused. Kurt Stallion is not the guy that used to be in Impact Wrestling, was it? I think that was someone else. I'm screwing that up with someone else. Arturo Ruas, certainly he's tremendously in shape, great look, good wrestler. I think I heard he's Brazilian. Killian Dane could literally kill it anywhere. Big Damo. I'm assuming most of these guys are going to get 30 days. As far as the 205 live guys, I'm not sure where that falls. If that falls in the 30-day NXT or if that's main roster ish 90 days. I am not sure. So I'm not going to try to guess. But either way, they got to wait a little bit if they take their whatever. Singh Brothers, it'd be a great tag team anywhere. You know, Impact, Ring of Honor, you know. I'm not going to assume any of these guys go to AEW because their roster is so full right now. And with all the other Florida developmental stuff they got going on, they've got their own stuff hanging there. Exactly, Mike. They can only sign so many people. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, back, a year ago when they started doing these major cuts, it was easy to, okay, this free agent, that free agent, but now there's so many out there. Only so many of them can go. They could hit the independents and still have a hell of a career. Who knows? Maybe another Tony Khan will pop up someplace and start a new brand. But there's still plenty of companies out there to do something with all these free agents. Ring of Honor, I'm sure, is going to be bringing in some new talents. They're going to be hitting the road again soon. They need talent. They need something to, really kick it into gear again. Keel Steel says the Cruiserweight title is NXT property now, so I'd assume 205 falls under NXT. Yeah, you hate to assume, but that could be. Could be. Mike M says Impact, the Ring of Honor can feast on these. Yeah, MLW, whoever. Certainly plenty of other, and there's some independents out there that are really growing because of who they've been, bringing in off the indies. Namely, the one I've been kind of covering on and off, watching more than covering, just because timing and everything. But the AAW has been bringing in a ton of great indie talent. A lot of it from Seth Rollins, Black and I believe it's called Black and Brave. Their school, unbelievable good talent. And some of them did recently get tryouts for Impact Wrestling. So we'll be seeing some of them on TV soon, relatively soon, I believe. We'll see. So, but yeah, that's the list. I didn't want to go on and on with this too much, but that's the list. For those of you who came in late, I'll go over the list again real quick. Kurt Stallion, Arturo Ruas, Killian Dane, Marina Shafir, the Singh Brothers tag team. August Gray, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Everrise, Tony Nese, and Arya Daivari. Now, if there's anyone else behind the scenes, I'm not privy to. I don't know. So yeah. So thanks for stopping in this morning or early afternoon, wherever you're watching this from, whatever time of day it is. Thank you. And look, there's still plenty of wrestling out there. These guys can get jobs someplace or do whatever, hit the indies. And like I also jokingly said, there's enough free agents out there. Somebody could scoop them up and make a whole new show if they wanted to. And make, Ryback their star. No, I'm kidding. It's getting to the point where I don't think he's going to show up anywhere. I thought he would have showed up somewhere by now. Who knows? He keeps saying he keeps teasing something, but I don't know. But anyways, so yeah. Later tonight, AEW is going to be on, but also AAW is going to be on. I got to double check seeing when they're doing their Twitch show because I do like to follow those. Trent has been very positive, very, trying to promote it, trying to saying, hey, you guys got to watch this. The stuff we taped besides the pay-per-view the other day is all good. Excuse me. And I watched the stuff from last Saturday, and that was good. The show was short and sweet. It was like a half an hour. Excuse me, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever it was. It was short and sweet. 3 matches, couple promos, in and out. Not bad. Not bad for just getting a great view of some great indie shows. Yeah, the writer I covered that first, the Raw writer. Kidise Mobley, I believe, something. Yeah. So yeah, AEW later tonight. I'm going to also watch AAW. I have to watch that one live though, because I can't get I'm still waiting for them to put the repeats on Twitch, but I know they got their streaming service, and that's obviously why they're not putting repeats on there. So it's like, why watch it for free why go to the streaming service and order that when you can watch them on Twitch for free? But so you have to watch them live whenever they air. So go check that out. You won't be disappointed. Tell them J-Bone sent you. So I'm going to try to catch that. I'll definitely be watching AEW later. Maybe not live. If the two overlap, I'm going to watch AAW and then AEW, and then get on here and review that. I don't know if I'm going to have time to watch the other two. I know I'm really behind, but I don't think that much has actually happened as far as storylines. That's not knocking the company. I just know they've had similar things happening going on. The feuds, whatever, still coming off the last pay-per-view. So, yeah, Kenny Omega versus Jungle Boy for the title tonight. Can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing. That certainly is a draw. Don't miss that one. So thanks again, everyone, for popping in on your way out. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications to let you know when more of my content hits your screen. Global Wars, go to Twitch and in the search button, type AAW Pro. Boom, it'll pop right up. Okay? And sub to the channel too. Then you could use all their great emotes, and half of them are Impact Wrestling talent. There you go. Cheap plug. All right, folks. We will see you later tonight. Thanks for stopping in today, and have a great weekend. Much love.